Dear students, good morning. I am Ramdas. I welcome you to my channel Maths from Basics for you. This is my class number 33. So, I remember I have not taken classes for you for the past 14 to 15 days. The reason being I was deputed on some important work from my college. So, I was not in a position to take classes or shoot videos to take classes for you. So for that I apologize, and I try to be regular and I'll not disturb you. I'll see that I'll try to post my classes regularly to you. But due to some unavoidable circumstances, I have to obey my college. I have to first give priority to my college. That's the reason sometimes I skip, so don't mind for that. So dear students, in the previous class we have learned nth derivative of logarithmic functions, log functions. So today we are going to learn nth derivative of trigonometric functions. So this is quite a interesting chapter, so you'll definitely like it. It's very easy also, comparatively it's very easy, because once you have learned differentiation, composite functions, thumb rule, quotient rule, then implicit, explicit functions, this won't be a problem for you, and successive differentiation. So it is something but a continuation of successive differentiation. So we learn what is nth derivative of trigonometric functions. So dear students, before I start, I always remind you of my funda: learn maths right from basics. I am here to teach you maths right from basics. So dear students, without wasting much of our time, let's start our class. So dear students, I'll give an example here. For example, without this example I cannot proceed, because my funda is to see that you understand the concept, the base very well, so that it will be easy for you to solve the problems. So I'll start with a small example, just follow it. Now example, you have y equals sin square x. So dear students, we have given an example y equals sin square x. In the unit, if I ask you to find the derivative of sin square x, it will be little bit cumbersome and it will be difficult for you to differentiate. There is an easy method. What we have to do is, so trigonometric functions, so nth derivative trigonometric functions involves sine, cosine and exponential functions. So dear students, what you have to do is, first step what you have to do, we have to convert this trigonometric products. This is nothing but trigonometric product, that is sin square x. So we have to convert this into sum or difference rule using trigonometric formulae. So what to do? We have to differentiate this nth time, term by term, and find the nth derivative. So how to go about it, I am going to teach you that. So here dear students, now we have y equals sin square x. So I have told you, convert this product, that is sin square x, into sum or difference rule. How to go about it, I will teach you. Now we have sin square a. Here sin square a equals to what? 1 minus cos 2a by 2. What has happened here? Sin square have converted into a difference rule. Right? The formula, using the formula sin square equals 1 minus cos 2a. Now here it is possible to find the nth derivative. So one more case. If we have cos square a, so what happens here? Cos square is nothing but 1 plus cos 2a by 2. So once again, when again this problem, convert this product into sum or difference rule, and later on term by term find the nth derivative. So we have to use the relevant formula to differentiate this and get the nth term, that is differentiation of y nth times, that is yn. So let's solve a few problems with which you will be able to learn this without any difficulty. So I'll start with a simple problem and I'll go slowly so that I want you to understand the subject very well. In the previous classes I went through my previous classes and the present classes, so I find little difference because I'm going a bit faster. So let me cut down my speed and try to explain you each step properly. Okay, dear students, so I'll rub this. So we'll take a problem y equals sin square 4x plus cos square 3x. Find yn. So dear students, just now I taught you reduce this or convert this to a sum or difference rule and later find the nth derivative of this. So how to go about it? I will show you the steps that are involved to solve this problem. So dear students, once again I remind you, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. So dear students, here we are going to use some technique here to solve this problem, and what the technique is, we have, that is, we have sin square x equals to 1 minus cos 2x by 2 and cos square x equals to 1 plus cos 2x by 2. See here, both are more or less same formula, only thing here we have minus when concerned to sin square x. When it is cos square x, we will have plus sign. So don't get confused in the examination. Sin will have a minus value and cos square will have a plus value, and this formula is same. So you have to memorize these formulas. Without knowing these formulas, you can't proceed, you can't go ahead, and you can't solve the problem. So the important part of this is its formulas, trigonometric formulas, which you have to memorize. We are going to apply this concept here and we'll try to solve this problem, and later on we'll use the technique what I'm going to teach you. So what I'll do, I'll substitute this formula here to solve this problem. So what happens here, this becomes y equals 1 minus cos, here we have cos 2x. If it was only sin square x, it would have been 1 minus cos 2x. Since it is sin square 4x, 4 into 2, it becomes 8x. So that becomes 8x by 2 plus. So again cos square, we are going to use this 1 plus cos 2x. So 2 into this 3. So it becomes 6x. That is 1 plus cos 6x by 2. So whatever they have given you, that is 1x or 2x or 3x, multiply that with 2, because don't write straight away this formula. If you don't have 4x, it was sin square x, straight away you could use the formula, that is 1 minus cos 2x by 2. But since we have a 4, we have to multiply that 4 with that 2 by that 2 and take the value of 1 minus cos 8x. See this, the examiner deliberately has given you this sin square 4x only to confuse you. So I know you are very intelligent students. So multiply this 4 with 2, we will get this answer. Now it is very easy. What I will do, I will take 2 common, 1 by 2 common. So what happens here? That is equals to y equals to, I take this half common. So this becomes 1 minus cos 8x plus 1 plus cos 6x, because I have taken 1 by 2 common. Now what I will do, I will multiply this. Y equals to multiply this. This becomes half. If you multiply half into 1 is half. Half, we have minus value. Put the minus value. Half into cos, that is half cos 8x. So this part is over. So if plus half is here, which I have taken common. Half into 1 is half. Again half into this becomes plus sign, plus, so plus half, again you have a plus sign here, plus half into this will be half cos 6x. So I will add a bracket here too. So what happens here? We have plus half, that becomes 1. That is 1 plus half. I take this, half plus half is 1. I take this plus half and minus half. So like this, that is, I will take this first because I want to avoid this negative sign to begin with. I will put that negative sign, I will rearrange it. I will take the plus sign first, half into cos 6x. Again we have minus half into cos 8x. Done. I rub this. I rub this too. I rub this one more step. So what I will do? I will remove these brackets, that is y equals to 1 plus, among this I take half common, this will be cos 6x minus cos 8x. Can I write like this? Because one is, I have taken 1 plus, among this I have taken half common, so I left with cos 6x minus cos 8x. So this is our y. Now we are in a position to differentiate this nth time. So now we can differentiate this nth times. So what happens here? That is differentiating nth times. We get what? I'll do this step. What happens here? Yn will be dn of 1 plus half into cos 6x minus cos 8x. Got it? So this means you are going to find that you are going to differentiate it nth times. So yn equals to dn of this value, same thing I have introduced this. Now you have to differentiate and show. So now that is yn will be, if we differentiate 1, what happens? Differentiation of a constant is 0, so that becomes 0 plus half I will take outside itself. So what happens? This will be what? dn of sine of ax plus b is what? A to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b, and dn of cos ax plus b equals to what? An cos of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So this is a formula what we have learned in the previous class, that is class number 32, when I was differentiating, that is when we are doing to find the antiderivative of standard functions. So there we have learned this. So what is the solution for this? So what happens here? So here A is this. So this becomes 6 to the power of n into cos of n pi by 2 plus 6x. So whatever is here, that will be 6 here instead of ax plus b. So we have 6x, b is constant, so forget it. So 6x, n pi by 2 plus 6x is a thing. Now I rub this. We have minus value, put a minus value. So here a is 8 here, that is 8 to the power of n cos of n pi by 2 plus 8x. So remember this differentiation once again. Differentiation of one is 0 plus half as it is. So I have given you the formula, that is dn of cos of ax plus b is 8 to the power of n into cos of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So here ax is nothing but 6x, no b term there, so leave it off, minus again 8 into whatever we have within this, that will be 8 to the power of n cos of n pi by 2 plus 8x. This is the answer. Therefore yn will be half of 6 to the power of n cos of n pi by 2 plus 6x minus 8 to the power of n cos of n pi by 2 plus 8x. This is a required result. So dear students, we have done this problem. It's very simple, and you should only thing what you have to know is the formulae. Without formulae can't proceed. So I always emphasize and make it a point that you have to by heart memorize all the formulas. Without formulas you cannot learn mathematics. So differentiation, integration and trigonometry is more of formulae. So be good in formulas. So dear students, we will go for the next problem. One homework I will give you. Homework. Here you can write find yn. So find yn if y equals to cos square x, cos square, I write this, cos square 4x minus sin square 3x. So please do this problem on similar grounds. Same problem I wanted to practice, that's why I have given you an homework. Please try to do this problem. Okay, we'll go for the next problem. I'll rub this. So dear students, यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम है y इक्वल्स टू साइन ऑफ 4x इंटू कॉस 2x. सो इस प्रॉब्लम को बहुत आसानी से कर सकते हो. हियर वी नो साइन a इंटू cos sin a into cos b. What is sin of a? Whenever you get sin into cos, that is sin a into cos b, sin a into cos b, what you do? Sin of a plus b into sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. So whenever you have sin and cos, use sin, both sin. I will teach you how to go about it. So this can be written here. Here a equals 4x, b equals 2x. ये लिख लो, 4x is a, we call b as 2x. So whenever we have sin x and cos x, we know that we have sin a into cos b equals to what? We have a form relation. Sin of, that is sin a into cos b equals to what? Half into sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. See what has happened here? We have a product here, that is cos of 4x into sin of 2x, that is sin of 4x into cos of 2x. It's a product. So I have told you, whenever you get a trigonometric products, convert that into a sum rule or a difference rule and then proceed. So what has happened now? Sin of 4x and this I have converted it into sum and difference rule. Now substitute the values. So what happens here? I have told a is 4x. So yes, sin of 4x into cos of 2x equals to what? Half into sin of 4x plus 2x plus sin of 4x minus 2x, that is y equals to half sin of 4x plus 2x is sin of 4x plus 2x is 6x plus sin of 4x minus 2x is 2x. So after reaching this stage, now it is possible to apply nth rule, that is it can be differentiated at nth times, because I have converted this product, trigonometric product, into a sum rule. So this is what this is all about, trigonometric functions, that is to find a nth value, nth derivative of trigonometric functions. So how to go about it is convert the products into sum or difference rule and term by term apply the formula and try to find the nth derivative of this. So now it is possible to find the nth derivative. अब आसानी से इसको nth derivative का formula लगा सकते हो. What is that? We know that if y equals to, this is sin of ax plus b, then yn is what? A to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. That is the solution. For each term you have to use this formula. So what happens now? Then yn will be what? Half into, this is, what is that? A to the power of n. A is 6. 6 to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus 6x plus 2 to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus 2x. This is the required answer. So don't you think इतना आसान सा कर सकते हो? बहुत आसान है प्रॉब्लम, आपको तकलीफ नहीं होगी. इतना है कि आप इसको प्रयास करें, कोशिश कीजिए, हल निकालिए, मिल जाएगा. बहुत आसान सा प्रॉब्लम है. इस प्रोडक्ट रूल को सम या डिफरेंस रूल में कन्वर्ट कीजिए एंड इसको ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करके इसका nth डेरिवेटिव फाइंड कीजिए. इतना ही, बहुत आसान है. सो इस प्रॉब्लम को दोबारा कीजिए, मेहनत कीजिए, आ जाएगा. सो रिमेंबर दीज थिंग्स. इसके बाद और एक प्रॉब्लम करेंगे डिफरेंस रूल बाय यूजिंग relevant trigonometric formula, and that is the formula sin of a into cos b equals to half of sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. This is the relevant formula to convert sin a into cos b. Remember, this formula is very important formula. It is, you cannot venture to forget this. So I have converted. Now what happens to this? So what happens? Now y becomes what? Therefore y will be what? Half of sin 4x plus 2x is nothing but 6x plus sin of 4x minus 2x is 2x. At this point of time, that is at this stage, you can easily differentiate this nth times. Now you can differentiate this using the same concept what we have done in the previous problem. So yes, that is sin of ax plus b. So let's solve this. Now yn will be what? I will take this half as it is. So this is what? I will write it once again. Sin of ax plus b is what? So this is a to the power of n this is a to the power of n sin of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b, right? So this becomes a is a to the power of n. A is here 6 to the power of n sin of 6x plus, sorry, I'll write one step. Now differentiating n times. I'll repeat here. So what happens here? That is nth time means you have to take y suffix n. So yn equals to half as it is a to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So here a is, the value of a is 6 here, 6 to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus 6x plus, here a is 2, that is 2 to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus 2x. Therefore, the nth derivative of the given function y will be, yn will be what? Half 6 to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus 6x plus 2 to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus 2x. This is the required answer. So dear students, very easy problem, very simple. So you can expect this sort of problems in the examination, and this also will carry 4 marks. So dear students, very important, because the examiner, see, while setting the question paper, usually the examiner wants to do that, he doesn't want to set a very tough paper. So an average student should be able, a weak student should be able to at least score 35 to 40%. An average student from up to 60% or 65-70% he can score. And the remaining who wants to go for rank, they have to go for them. The exam will be in a position to set a paper in such a way that it will be very difficult. You should be genius to score full on full. And I really hats off to those students who score 100 out of 100s in maths, because it's not that easy to score 100 of 100. But for the for their hard work and for their efforts they put in, they really deserve it. So I was a good student in mathematics because I used to work very hard. Likewise, I want you also to put your efforts and learn. Maths is easy provided you work. If you don't work, maths is tough. So most of the students, no, maths I don't like, because you don't practice. You don't put your efforts, don't work hard. That's the reason you always find maths very tough. So it usually depends upon your schooling. If you have very good teachers in mathematics in a lower school who can induce, who can bring interest in you right from basics, the way I teach, like go from the basic, inspire them, motivate them to learn and pay individual attention to see that the student understand. And you do that, definitely maths will become their favorite subject, and those who are good in maths definitely will be good in other subjects too, because maths, the moment you score 100 of 100 or 90 plus, it will motivate you. When I've scored, because you'll know the performance in the examination. The moment you do, when I've done so well, let me also work hard, and you'll start working hard on other subjects, especially maths, physics and chemistry. That will put you in the top of the world. So dear students, without wasting time, let's go for the next problem. So dear students, we have a problem y equals cos x into cos 3x into cos 5x. So in the previous problem, we had studied cos into b, but here we have cos. So more or less the problem is similar to the previous problem, but one step ahead of it. So this is one of the important problems and a problem question for examination. So I have seen this in some question papers. This question has been asked, but the value might differ. Instead of cos x, I am going to cos 2x, cos 4x or cos 3x, whatever it is. The coefficients of x will change, but the problem is similar. Either it will be as cos or in terms of sine, whatever it is, or the combination. But the procedure, method, everything is same, but for the formula. So you have to memorize a formula, whatever I have given. So I have not taught you compound angles and half angles, but whatever is required for this, I am going to teach you that formula and try to solve this problem. Later on when you are doing compound angles, we will think about all those things, we will study everything in detail. So shortly we are going to compound angles because that is a step for different chapters, different things. Now what I will do is, this problem is more or less, it's not more or less, it is trigonometric product. So I have told you any trigonometric product, you have to find the antiderivative, you have to convert the trigonometric product into sum rule or difference rule and then try to differentiate it nth time, term by term, and try to solve it as usual what I have told you. So dear students, now we will solve this problem. Wherever it is required, I will guide you and tell you the formula. Now to begin with, let us see. Now what I will do, and moreover, most importantly, I have seen some YouTubers have solved this problem, but the values might be changed, but cos x into cos 3x and cos 4x, whatever it is, but the same problem, it has been solved in a very tedious, very cumbersome way, very confusing to go through it. It's a very long, laborious process. So if you follow that procedure, you may end up in committing some errors while doing the problem and will waste your time in the examination. But here I am going to teach you the simplest method and easiest method to solve this problem, and definitely you will be very comfortable while doing this problem in the examination. So let's start this problem without any delay. So what I will do is, whenever you get such problem, the solution is like this. You first take this 2, whatever, whether it is cos x or cos 2x into cos 3x, whatever it is. Now in this problem it is cos x into cos 3x into cos 5x. Let the value change, no issues, but the method you follow. What I will do is, to begin with, I will take this 2. What is this? Cos x into cos 3x. So don't you think this is our type? Cos a into cos b. So this is our type, cos a into cos b. What is cos a into cos b? Yes, we have, I'll write the formula. We have cos a into cos b equals to what? Half of cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. This is the formula you have to use to solve this type of problem. So whenever they have asked you cos x into cos x into cos x, that is cos x into cos 3x or cos 5x or whatever it is. So first take 2 terms and apply this formula, then go ahead. So in the above case, now cos x cos 3x equals to what? Here a equals what? Value of the coefficient of x is 1x and b equals to 3x. So what happens here? This becomes half into cos of a is x and b is 3x plus cos of a is x minus 3x. So let's solve this. I'll tell you what we have to do. Okay. Now what happens to this? This becomes what? Half. This becomes cos 4x plus cos of minus 2x. Yes, dear students, I have to tell you something on this step. See, some YouTubers, what I have noticed, what they'll do when solving this problem, here cos of x plus 3x, you have done it. That is, lower value or higher value, whatever it is, among this done. But what they advise you, take the higher value. When it is a minus b, how can you take the higher value? Because when you have defined a equals 1x and b equals 3x, you cannot make it 3x minus 1x, because whatever is the formula, you have to follow the formula. So what happens? It will be x minus 3x, that is minus 2x. How can you take 3x minus 1x here? If you take nothing wrong, the value is same, but it's a wrong procedure, wrong concept. You are not supposed to do that. But you have to avoid this minus sign. How do you avoid this minus sign? So you have to come to this level. That is, you have to, now we write the left hand side is what? Cos x into cos 3x. Cos 3x. You have to mention this. Now what we will do? I will show you what you have to do in the examination. Make a note. Note. What? Cos of minus theta equals to cos theta. This is an important note which you have to mention to convert this into positive value. But for this, if you go ahead, if the examiner is a little bit strict, or if he is very particular about this, he may deduct half marks. So if you are banking 100 out of, if you are aiming at 100 out of 100, don't commit this error. You have to mention this and then do what you have to do next. You have to say that is cos x into cos 3x equals to half into cos 4x plus cos 2x. Now you are right, because you have mentioned this note. So now the examiner, he knows that cos of minus theta equals to cos theta. He has used that concept. Yes, now he will get full marks for this. So please don't try to take the higher value and minus the lower value. Don't interchange this. You do that, procedural wise you are wrong, because what does the formula say and what are you doing it? So don't do that. So please mention this and do it. Otherwise it will go wrong. You may lose the marks. So after coming to this stage, now what I will do? Here please note, you have cos x, you have multiplied cos x into cos 3x. That is not a solution, because he wants cos x into cos 3x into cos 5x. So what I will do? I will multiply both sides by cos 5x, because cos 5x you have to multiply the left hand side, and right hand side also you have to multiply by cos 5x. Then LHS equals RHS and the problem is right. Now, but I will write but cos x into cos 3x into cos 5x equals to, I will write this half as it is into cos 5x. What I have done? I have multiplied this. Now you are right, cos x, cos 3x, cos 5x. Now on the right hand side also you have to multiply with cos 5x, and this is what? Cos of 4x plus cos 2x. Right? Please make a note of this. So I will rub this. I will rub this too. Now Now cos x cos 3x into cos 5x equals to half. I'll multiply this. What happens here? This is nothing but cos 5x into cos 4x. Yes, how have I taken cos 5x into cos 4x plus cos 5x into cos 2x. So cos 5x into cos 2x. Am I clear? Yes, I hope you have understood this. Now look at this, dear students. Once again we have reached cos A into cos B, cos A into cos B, but in between we have a plus sign. So we will apply cos A into cos B for this and cos A into cos B for this, and finally we will find a sum rule and try to find the nth rule. This is a method. So this is what I wanted to teach you. This is the easiest method. What you have to do, multiply both sides by cos 5x and you got whatever you want. So you have got this. But after coming to this level, but what is on the left hand side? Cos x into cos 3x into cos 5x. That is nothing but your y. So instead of writing all this, I write y. But cos x into cos 3x into cos 5x equals to y. That is y equals half of cos 5x into cos 4x plus cos 5x into cos 2x. This is of type cos A into cos B plus cos A into cos B. Should I write that? Should I make a note of that? I think not necessary. Let's not waste time. So you can understand when I write it, you understand. Okay, I'll write here. This is of the type cos A into cos B, which equals to half into cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Right. So we'll apply this. I'll rub this. Okay. That is y equals to half. So for this I'll use, that is half into cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. So for this, that is half into cos of 5x plus 4x, that is A plus B plus cos of A minus B, that is 5x minus 4x. This part is over. So I'll like it now plus half of, for this is again cos A into cos B, same thing. This becomes what? Cos of, here A is 5x plus 2x. I'll rub this plus cos of a minus b, 5 minus 2, that is 5x minus 2x 2x. I love this. Y equals half here we have half, this becomes cos 5x plus 4x is 9x plus cos of 5x minus 4x is minus cos x, cos x, that becomes cos x again here this is half, this becomes cos 5x plus 2x is cos 7x plus cos 5x minus 2x is cos 3x. Cos 3x. Now what I will do, I will bring this half, I will take this half as common, here also you have half, here also we have half, I will take that half outside and multiply that half with this half, that becomes half is common, half into half is 1 by 4. That is y equals, I have taken half common and multiplied with half, that becomes 1 by 4. I will remove the brackets, this becomes cos 9x plus cos x plus cos 7x plus cos 3x. What I will do is, I will try to rearrange this because we have 9x, 1x, 7x and 3x. So let us arrange this in proper order so that it looks neat and tidy. So, which implies y equals 1 by 4. What is the least? Least is cos x plus second least is cos 3x plus cos 7x and lastly cos 9x. Dear student, now we have converted this product rule into sum rule where we can easily find the antiderivative of each elements cos x, cos 3x, cos 7x and cos 9x, which are the form cos of ax plus b. We have studied the standard form earlier, that is to find the antiderivative of standard form, which is like this. What is that? dn of cos of ax plus b equals what? A to the power of n cos of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. This is a formula, and we are going to employ this formula for each term for the given problem, and that is our nth derivative. So now let us solve this. I read this. This is of the form dn like this. So dn into cos of, I write this equation 1 here. I write equation 1 is of the form like this. So now that is yn equals to dn of 1 by 4 cos x plus cos 3x plus cos 7x plus cos 9x, right? So it means to say that we are going to differentiate this for the nth time. So therefore yn is what? 1 by 4 that will be 1 to the power coefficient of, that is here coefficient of x is 1, so a is 1 here, so that is 1 to the power of n into cos n pi by 2 plus x. We'll go next term. Here a is 3 plus 3 to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus 3x plus, here again n is 7, that is 7 to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus 7x. I'll rub this line plus here cos 9x, so 9 to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus 9x. So this is the required nth derivative for cos x into cos 3x into cos 5x. So dear students, this problem is quite simple, but you need to practice. Without practicing you cannot get that speed. With the examination you will have a lot of problems to work out, but if you try to waste your time behind this problem, you will be wasting your time. So what you have to do, practice in such a way that you get the speed and the clarity to solve this problem. Very simple problem. The concept here is what? We are going to use cos of ax plus b. That concept you have to apply, and you have to convert first product into sum or difference rule, and later on find a product, that is cos of cos a into cos b is what? Find that, and lastly find the nth derivative. Very simple problem, need practice to do this. So I will give you an assignment for you. So assignment, homework will be what? Sin 2x into sin 3x into sin 4x. So try to work this problem on a similar grounds, same basis, same procedure, same, but the formula differs. So I'll give the formula for sin A, and that is sin A into sin B is what? Half of cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. So to solve sin A into sin B, you have to use this concept and try to find a solution for this sin 2x, sin 3x, sin 4x. Don't worry about the coefficients here, let it be anything. Whatever they give, don't worry, that will be A and that will be B. Add it. So as I said, when you get higher value, don't try to make it higher value minus lower value. Use that. What if you got minus 2x or minus 3x? Write there cos minus theta equals to cos theta, and finally write the value as minus, change that minus into plus sign. Don't try to, what I said, don't try to say cos x minus 3x, don't try to say plus 2x, don't do that. Right, whatever you got, finally you write the formula and show them. So it is cos of minus 2x is cos 2x. Done. So please solve this problem. So we'll go for the next problem. Just now you have seen how to find the antiderivative of cos x, cos 3x into cos 5x. Now we'll go for next problem, which is equally important, and this problem works on the same principles. Only thing, you should know the formula. Here I am going to teach the problem. First I am going to teach the formula. Along with that, you will be learning how to do the problem. More or less on the same principles, you are going to solve all these problems on trigonometric functions. So we'll take one problem. That is cos cube x. So dear students, we either in the examination you may get cos cube x or sin cube x. Only thing, you should do the formula and try to apply the formula and find the antiderivative. Now as it is, you cannot differentiate this. I mean to say, find the antiderivative of this. So what you have to do? Convert this into a sum or product, sum or differential, and then let's solve it. So I'll tell you how to go about it. Now convert this into a relevant trigonometric formula. What is that? That is sum rule. How to do sum or differential? How to do this? We have cos cube x equals to, that is 3 cos x plus cos 3x by 4. But in most of the textbooks, the formula reads like this, that is cos cube x equals to 1 by 4, that is 3 cos x minus, plus cos 3x. This is how you get the formula in textbooks, but instead of writing this 1 by 4 separately, I have taken this so that you remember it. That's the idea behind this, because 1 by 4 you may forget. So if you write like this, it will be easy convenient for you. Later on you can do. Now it is easy to find. Now what we'll do, we'll apply this cos cube, we'll apply this, we'll replace this sum rule into this. So what happens? Y now? Y will be, that is, y will be 3 cos x plus cos 3x by 4. Now we are able to differentiate this for the nth time. How to do this? We have this formula, that is, what is the next formula I have to use? We know that is if y equals y, that is equals to cos of ax plus b then yn will be what? A to the power of n cos of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So we are going to use this formula to find the antiderivative of the given problem. So what we will do, straight away we can apply this and find the antiderivative, because this problem is quite fit to use this formula, because this does not contain any product rule straight away. Now differentiating nth time, differentiating nth times, we get what? Yn equals to dn of 3 cos x plus 3 cos x into cos 3x by 4. Done. Now what we will do? We know this formula, yn equals to a to the power of n into cos n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. In this case, we will try to apply this formula and do it. So what I will do? I will do this. So next step, what I will do? That is yn dn of 1 by 4. I take this 1 by 4 outside. This will be 3 cos x plus cos 3x. Now we shall do this. Now yn will be 1 by 4 separately. So what I will do, that is, you take this 3 as it is outside, and what the coefficient of x is 1, so that will be 1 to the power of n into cos of n pi by 2 n pi by 2 plus x plus we have 3 to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus 3x plus. Therefore yn will be 1 by 4 3 into 1 to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus x plus 3 to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus 3x. This is the end derivative for cos cube x. So dear students, the similar pattern I want you to work. What will be the antiderivative for sin cube x? Okay, I will do that also. So what we will do? Please make a note of this. I hope you have followed this. Done? I love this. So dear students, in the previous problem we had a very simple problem, y equals to cos cube x. So we will make slightly complicated and we will try to find the antiderivative of sin cube 2x. So here don't get confused, it's very simple. Same formula but little changes in the formula. Now what is sin cube x? Sin cube is like 3 sin x minus sin 3x by 4. But since we have 2x, I will tell you how to go about it. So dear students, a solution, we have sin cube a equals to 3 sin a minus sin 3a by 4. This is a formula for sin cube a, but here we have sin cube 2a, that is 2x. So instead of a we can use x. So only I have shown you the formula. Now we will solve this problem. So what happens to y? Then what happens to y? Y equals 3 into, we have sin a here, but here it is 2x. So we write sin 2x because we have 2. In the event if we didn't have x 2 here, straight away we done sin x. In the previous problem we didn't cos x, but here since we have 2, we do sin 2x minus sin 3 into 2, that becomes 6x by 4. So in the event, in the previous problem if it had given cos cube 3x, then you should have multiplied that 3 by 3 becomes 9. So here in this problem, since you have to, that becomes sin a becomes here sin 2x, because you have to multiply 2 into 1 becomes 2x minus 2 into 3 6x. Remember, because of this 2 you have to multiply this 3 by 2, it becomes 6 by 4. Now as usual we can apply nth derivative for this. So what we shall do? Now straight away we will write yn equals to what? dn of 3 into sin 2x minus sin 6x by 4. Done. What happens with this? Straight away we will do, instead of splitting it, that is yn equals to, I take this 1 by 4 outside, that is 1 by 4, I will take this outside 3 as it is. Don't take 3 to the power of n, you have to take the coefficient of x. So here the coefficient of x is 2 and that becomes 2 to the power of n sin of n pi by 2 plus 2x, this 2x minus we have, what is the coefficient of x? It is 6, that becomes 6 to the power of n. We have sin again, sin of n pi by 2 plus 6x. Therefore antiderivative of the given problem is what? 1 by 4 3 into 2 to the power of n sin of n pi by 2 plus 2x minus 6 to the power of n 6 to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus 6x. That is the nth derivative of sine cube x. So dear students, I hope you have understood this. We will go for the next problem. I love this. Only thing you should try to reduce this, that is convert this product into sine rule, sum rule or difference rule, and then find the antiderivative using that formula. We know that, what is the formula? We know that dn of sine of ax plus b equals to a to the power of n sine of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. This is the formula what I have used here. So dear students, I love this. Dear students, we'll go for the next problem. So dear students, we have done quite a number of problems on different varieties. So on antiderivative of trigonometric functions. So you may expect any one out of this for examination, but you need to practice more than this, because I can teach you, can guide you to a certain extent. You cannot expect me to teach all the problems that is lying on earth. So what I advise you is take some textbooks or question papers, try to work out these problems on similar basis, similar procedure, and you'll get the answer. So to find the antiderivative of trigonometric function is not a tedious job, it's easy. Only thing you should try to know what are the different formulae available for you. So if you have to solve this problem, that is antiderivative of trigonometric functions, you have to be good in formulae. For that I have my first video number 1, wherein I have taught you different formulas on differentiation. Then I have repeated that in class number 24 or 25. Again I have repeated that, so you can watch that on my YouTube channel, that is Maths and Basics for you. So dear students, so to conclude with, I am going to do one very good problem, very important problem for the examination point of view. So that problem most likely it's one of the favorite problems what I have liked. So here the problem is very easy, but only thing you have to know the formula. Once you know the formula, you can apply the formula, what the procedures what I taught in earlier case, and you can get a solution. So now we'll take up a problem, that is y equals sine square x into cos cube x. Find yn. I'll write if y equals sine square x into cos cube x, find yn. So dear students, very easily you can solve this problem provided you know the formula. So this is a product, this trigonometric product, which you have to convert it into sum rule or difference rule, and then later on you can find the antiderivative as I have done it earlier. So first you should need to know what is sine square x. See, we have sine square x equals to 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So this is a sine square in terms of trigonometric formula. This is a trigonometric formula. So we are converting the sine square, this product, into a difference rule by this relevant formula, trigonometric formula. So here we can substitute sine square with this, where you can easily find out the antiderivative. Now we are left with cos cube. Now what is cos cube? Cos cube x. See, whenever you have cos cube, don't get confused in examination. Sin cube x and cos cube x are more or less similar, but the sign changes. I'll tell you both the difference, you can easily understand. So before this, what I'll do is, I'll teach you the sin square. In the examination, either you may be asked sin square x into cos cube x, or vice versa, cos square x into sin cube x. So if you know this formula, method, procedure, everything is same. Either of this, you can definitely do it on your own. So now I have got sin square x. Now let us see what about cos square x. What is cos square x? 1 plus cos 2x by 2. I have taught you all these formulas earlier. So here the only difference is, instead of minus we get a plus sign, but everything is same. So in the examination, don't get confused. So now we need to know what is sin cube x. Sin cube x, what you do know? You have x to the power of n. What is x to the power of n? I am giving a hint so that you should forget, but there's nothing to do with x to the power of n. But on similar grounds, you can remember, you can recall, and you can easily remember this. But x to the power of n, if you differentiate, it will be 3x to the power of n minus 1. Similarly, here what you do is, you take 3 into sin x. Don't make it 2 minus 3 minus 1. That's a hint. So, in what to say means idea I have given you. So here try to differentiate like. So this means 3 sin x minus sin. So this cube, no, you try to bring it in center. Then what happens here? 3x by 4. This is for sin cube x. So when you have this, try to remember like this: 3 into sin x minus sin, try to bring it down, sin 3x by 4. Okay, now lastly we have cos cube x. Here similarly is here 3 cos x, same way I try to differentiate like. So this will be 3 cos x. Here we have minus, but here it becomes plus. Plus cos 3x by 4. So if we know these 4 formulas, that's 4 formulae, plural is formulae, formula is singular. So if you know these formulae, you can do any, you can work out, you can really find out a solution for any of this combination, whether it is sin square cos cube x, or cos square sin cube x, or sin cube x into cos cube x, whatever it is a combination, you should remember this formula and apply that and find it. So we shall apply this formula and try to solve this problem. Very simple problem, just concentrate on the board. So I'll rub this, students. Please make a note of this. Remember here, don't write 2. So for square you will have 2, for cube you will have 4. Okay, done. So given y equals sin square x into cos cube x, find yn. So we have sin square x equals to 1 minus cos 2x by 2, and cos cube x equals to 3 cos x plus cos 3x by 4. So what I'll do, I'll use this formula here and try to find the antiderivative. So what happens to y now? Hence y equals sin square becomes 1 minus cos 2x by 2 into what is cos cube? That is 3 cos x plus cos 3x by 4. So this is our y now. So from product I have brought to sum rule and difference rule. Now what we will do? We have to solve this. How to solve? We will first what we will do? I'll try to multiply this. What happens is 2 into 4, 8, that is 1 by 8. So I'll take it outside. That is y equals 2 4s are 8, that is 1 by 8. So what I'll multiply? 1 into 3 cos x. It becomes 3 cos x. So I have multiplied 1 into 3 cos x. So it becomes 3 cos x. Now I'll multiply this with this. What happens here? Minus. This becomes minus. So cos 2x into 3 cos x. What I'll write? First I'll write 3. Then cos 2x into cos x. I'll take the higher value first. Cos 2x into cos x. Then again what I'll do? I'll multiply this with this. What happens? 1 into, so you'll have plus 1 into this becomes cos 3x. Now minus into plus minus. This becomes cos 3x into cos 2x. This is cos 3x into cos 2x. Just please watch here. After this, now if you keenly note here, you get once again cos A into cos B. Here also cos A into cos B. Convert that into sum rule. You know what is? We have what? Cos A into cos B equals what? Half into cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. So I am going to use this formula in place of cos 2x into cos x. Here cos A is 2x and cos B is only x. So I'll try to use that formula here. So what happens to y then? Then y equals 1 by 8. So as usual 3 cos x minus 3, I'll take it outside. I'll use a bracket here. So cos A into cos B, that is half into cos of A plus, that is A plus B, 2x plus x, that is 2x plus x plus cos into cos of A minus B. So cos into A minus B, that is 2x minus x. 2x minus x. I close the bracket. So this term is over. This term is over. Now plus cos 3 you have. I'll take that plus cos 3x. Done. I'll write here minus. So again I'll use here cos of this, cos of A into cos A, cos B. So which is half into cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B. So we'll use that here. So what happens here? I'll use half cos of A plus B. That is here A is 3x, B is 2x. So 3x plus 2x is 3x plus 2x plus cos of a minus b, that is 3x minus 2x. Done. Is it covering? Done. Now let us simplify this. So that is y equals 1 by 8 and the bracket 3 cos x, 3 cos x, and multiply this. This becomes minus 3 by 2, that is small bracket cos of 2x plus x is 3x plus cos of 2x minus x is x, cos x. So this will be cos x. Done. Now this part is over. No, plus cos 3x plus cos 3x. We got this. Now we use here again. So what I'll do? Minus half. I take that common. This will be cos of 3x plus 2x is cos 5x. This will be cos 5x plus cos 3x minus 2x is cos x. Cos x. This part is over. Yes. Now, here is an important point, important issue which you have to note. What has happened is, I have seen most of the students, or at least some of the students, in the examination, what they do is, they straight away multiply this and try to find the answer. That is wrong. They forget, they have forgotten the basics. What? You have to take the LCM here first. Take the LCM here also. You have to take the LCM here also and then multiply. Without taking LCM, you do the problem is wrong. Up till here, the examiner may give you 2 marks. If the marks is carrying 6 marks, 2 to 3 marks he may give you, not more than that. So be careful here while solving this step. This step is very important. So this step is very important. Please note what I am going to do here. So I wrote this. I wrote this also. Now what I will do? I will write for this below this 1. Here also I will write 1. So that is 3 cos x by 1 minus 3 by 2. Here also cos 3x by 1 minus half. So I will write this half little this side minus half. Done. So let's simplify this. That is y equals to 1 by 8. I will write like this. So LCM is 2. 1 goes 2 times 2 into 3 cos x, that becomes 6 cos x minus 3 into cos 3x plus cos x. Done. Now plus cos x here again plus 2 is LCM. Two is LCM. 1 goes 2 times 2 into this 2 cos 3x. This becomes 2 cos 3x minus 1 into this becomes cos 5x plus cos x. Cos x. I love this line. So dear students, as I said, I have observed some problem on YouTube. Some YouTuber has done this problem but the values are different. So what he has done, he has used an extraordinary technique, that is very tedious, very lengthy process to mislead you and to confuse you. Here I am using very simplest method. You will not find more simpler than this. I use that simple method to see that you solve this problem very easily without wasting your time. So the procedure should be same, or it should be simple, so that you should understand well and you should be in a position to reproduce it as and when it is required. So this particular step and whatever I have done, it's very simple. You have to be careful while solving this problem, otherwise you will go wrong. So let us solve this. What happens here? What I will do, I will take this, here 2 is common, 1 by 2 is common. I will take the 1 by 2 outside and multiply that with 1 by 8. So what happens here? 1 by 2 outside, okay, one step, no issues. So what else? That is, this step is very important, please note. So what I will do, this 1 by half, that is half is common. I will take the half outside the bracket and multiply that with 1 by 8. So what happens to this? That is y equals 1 by 8 into half. So this is 6 cos x minus 3 into cos 3x, 3 into cos 3x, again you multiply this, minus into plus, minus 3 cos x here. So plus 2 cos 3x. Now you multiply this, 1 into minus into plus, so minus cos 5x. So this becomes minus cos 5x minus into plus minus cos x, minus cos x. So dear students, please note here, you have 6 cos x. See here, we have 6 cos x, we have minus, this is plus 6, we have plus 6 cos x minus 3 cos x and minus cos x. So what happens here? Plus 6 cos x, and we have minus 3 minus cos x, that is minus 3 cos x, and minus cos x becomes minus 4 cos x. So minus 4 cos x. So if you subtract this, we get 2 cos x. So finally what happens here? Y equals 1 by 16, 1 by 16. Here we have cos 6x, sorry, 6 cos x. Here we have this plus, we have plus 6 cos x. Here we have minus 3 cos x, and here we have minus cos x. So this is again minus cos x. What happens here? That is 6 cos x minus 4 cos x. What happens to this? This will be plus 2 cos x, right? So what I do? I'll write 2 cos x. I love this. So this part is over. This part is over. This part is over. Left is what? We have 3 cos x minus 3 cos x. Here we have minus 3 cos 3x minus 3 cos 3x, and here we have plus 2 cos 3x. What happens to this? This is minus cos 3x. So what will happen here? I substitute value here. It becomes minus cos 3x. Out of this. So this is also over. This is over. So finally we are left with what? We are left with minus cos 5x. So let's write that. So minus cos minus cos 5x. So dear students, now we have come to a stage where we can differentiate this for the nth time, or we can find the derivative of this, because there is no multiple, there is no product, trigonometric products involved here. Straight away it is sum rule or difference rule, and we know what is that. What is that? Okay, one step. So what we'll do? We know that we have dn of cos of ax plus b equals to what? A to the power of n into cos n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. Do you remember this? I had taught you regarding this formula, cos of ax plus b and sin of a plus b. I had taught you earlier in class number 32, wherein we have done trigonometry to find antiderivative of log functions and standard functions. So there I have taught you. Now we are going to use this formula to solve this. This simple it is. You should remember. You should be able to recall the formula as and when it is required. If you don't know formula, you cannot proceed. That's why time and again I will be telling you, try to by heart memorize all the formulas given to you in class number 1 or 2 of my class. If you refer that class number 1 or 2, you will get all the formulas there. So finally what happens here? I call this equation 1. Differentiating equation 1 n times, we get that is yn equals to dn of the 1 by 16. I take 1 by 16. I'll open a bracket. This is 2 cos 2 cos x minus cos 3x minus cos 5x. this car also. So finally, what happens to n? That is antiderivative. Therefore, yn equals to, I take 1 by 16 outside, 1 by 16 outside. I'll take 1 by 16 outside. So, differentiation of cos ax plus b is what? A to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. Here, dear students, remember here, I have seen some students straight away they'll be using this 2 to the power of n. Don't do that, this is different. Whatever is the coefficient of x here, the coefficient of x is 1, the coefficient of x is 3, the coefficient of x is 5. So this will be your a. Mark me, this will be your a. So first case you write is 2 as it is. Here coefficient of x is 1, 1 to the power of n, or I put it in the bracket, that is 1 to the power of n. This will be cos of n pi by 2 plus x minus, here the coefficient of x is 3, and that becomes 3 to the power of n cos of n pi by 2 plus 3x minus 5 to the power of n cos n pi by 2 plus 5x. This is your nth derivative of the given problem. Very simple, only thing you should know the procedure. So be careful about this. Whenever you get some value along with this, don't try to put 2 to the power of n. That is different. This is different, and here whatever is the coefficient of x, that will be n. Okay, students. I have done good number of problems in to find a derivative of trigonometric functions. So this is more than enough. So if you want, you can refer some textbooks or question papers and try to solve some more problems. This will help you in the event you get an exam problem on this, any of this from trigonometric functions, you can easily pick 6 marks in your pocket and put it in your pocket. So it's simple problems, only thing you should know the formula. Without formula you cannot proceed. So I end this trigonometric functions here with the note. In my next class, video number 34, I will be handling it to find antiderivative of arithmetic functions and inverse trigonometric functions. And afterwards, we will think about Leibniz theorem and we will see what next. So I am following a procedure. Let me follow that procedure and help you out. So I hope I have made myself very clear for you. If you have any doubts, you can put me in the comment section. But before I conclude, I request you to like, share and subscribe to my channel, which is very important because that will motivate me to do more problems for you. So I had told you, sorry students, I was not available. I was on deputation from my college. I was sent outside. That's the reason I was not able to take my classes. And I was away from you for 15 days. I really miss you all. I missed you all during those days. And I was eager to come and take classes. The moment I came yesterday night, I came immediately. Today morning, I shot this video and I'm going to post it today or tomorrow. So, sorry for the inconvenience. Let me see that I try to post regular videos. Even I have planned for to teach classes from 7th standard and prepare them for higher studies. So, only thing I wish I get proper time and I get proper support from you. Because without your support, without your motivation, I cannot do much. You have to motivate me, inspire me to do more by subscribing to the channel, share it and like it. So dear students, so I was really helpless, that's the reason I couldn't. So I have to give top priority for my college because that is my where there is a place where I have been teaching lot of students and you also have been teaching. So I try to strike a balance to see that both of you are well placed. So I end my video here. The note will meet again very shortly. Until then, good night. God bless you. Take care and good night. God bless you all, students.